Anti-flash on Julie's directive on the USP itself. Shadows will be seen. Flashbang turned away from. Looks back in. They look to engage. And actually Jambo and Crims come up good with the first couple of kills. Damage will be sponged onto Jambo himself, but 5-on-3 established for Fnatic. The A site gained and all. They'll be hearing those rotations in from mid as well, so they're aware of where they're coming.
Yeah, this is basically an impossible retake. BlameF is in a good position just to slow them down. Ends up getting impact, gets a goosh off, and this round is finished pretty easily. Good opening kills to come from Fnatic. Those A players, even with the setup in mind of the anti-flash, they just couldn't quite break it apart. They couldn't slow down the T-side individuals.
Venom taking Jambo down will ensure that they keep those weapons in check. I don't think they're going to drop to the bomb blast.
Players, isn't it? You've really got to think about who's been able to make that jump.
They need to jump into this next round as well for Fnatic. They've just gotten 2 picks right out of the gate. CYBERSHOKE. 3-0 looking good. Can they establish themselves truly in the LAN environment? Blixie takes one down. Fear will get that bomb plant in. Gonna burn out of the way. Nades against Blixie will still dish out some significant damage. So Fnatic will not let them get away completely easy. They're tagged up but not taken down. Fear and Crims finally turn the man advantage back towards the favour of Fnatic and extend it with 2 kills on Fear's part. Blixie caught out in the open. Not sure where to look. Not sure who to aim for. Fnatic
in the last 3 months is 50.4, which is still quite high for what is the most T-sided map that we have right now.
Orpa's paradise right now. Close range from Lovicus grabs that AK. I don't think they even realize this. Glowing is still going to get picked up as BlameF strikes back. Lovicus trying to defend this bomb site. The counter flanks in from mid. Going to try and engage as Jambo sneaks forward. Lovicus does go down in the end. Phenomen, let that bomb get planted. There's no kit available for him. Just turns away at the wrong moment. Jambo peeked him. Headshot gained. Nice and effective. Nice and easy. 6-0 for Fnatic.
BlameF and Matties to fade this smoke out to Electric. This is going to be tough for the 2 CTs.
Blixie can't win the fight. Lovicus gets 2 out of it though. Starting to step up here at Electric. Top frag of the board for CYBERSHOKE as a result of those 2. Glowing back at Glyph, 23 seconds would have been heard there. HG's against him. Glowing still wins the fight against Fear. Fnatic will be forced to save. Engages the Crims don't go well. Jambo looking for exits and now looking to run.
And you're thinking, okay, maybe I can get Matties, but I should lose the trade fight to BlameF, and I end up getting 2.
Find that first frag again. Blixie striking against Fear. Out in towards the B bomb site they'll go. No flashbangs to affect the CT players in the backlines. Glowing will take one. Matties trades it to a 2 versus 2. Bomb plant will be secured. Rotations will be staggered because they're setting up one player back towards Water and Electric. Matties wary of that position, but him and Jambo to defend.
Jambo's AWP is just posted right now, and Phenomen is waiting to catch that timing of the AWP repositioning.
Jambo's so wary of the backlines, they can't cover off everything. Might come down to a game of timing like it was in previous. Jambo's watching main entrance. Temple will be uncovered. Utility in the hands of Phenomen. Flashbang against him. He still pulls the trigger and still gets his man. Notaneki making his way out, and Matties try and look into a last-second lunge under the bomb site. Catch him off guard. Keep players in the bomb blast radius. Maybe get a kill or 2 out of it. Try to keep the economy limited as best you can. Not like it makes much of a difference at this juncture, though. Notaneki does take Fear. Matties caught between a rock and a hard place. Jambo does take back Glowing, and BlameF will deal with Blixie, so no major threats generated, but they will make sure the 3 players drop. Screamers can start to take away Heaven and look towards Beach. The AWP is ready to receive him, but missing a shot of his own, giving Crims a kill back. Backed up to the corner to hug the wall, getting damage on Lovicus, who's now low HP. Finished off by Matties, unawares of the other player back at Beach. Not like it matters. Glowing and Lovicus are throwing in the tower to save their guns. This Fnatic continue to steamroll them and even hunt back a Fear's lurk. Back on that B bomb site.
Going on, and they were walk contacting in towards A. I'm thinking, oh, classic BlameF sitting there outside B, and then I actually look at it further and I go, no, it's Fear outside B. And what we're seeing is a little bit more of those impactful roles and positions in which BlameF is taking, which is not just being the hard bait, he's being...
Fnatic's efforts to try and get back to a winning way, trying to get back to decency. Decency out of Matties. That significant pickup that surprised everybody. The diamond in the rough and just mowed through 2 headshots. Got a 3rd man of Fear that struck as well elsewhere. And just like that, CYBERSHOKE backhanded out of the tech pause into round 11 and into a 10-1 lead. Blixie, the latest victim of BlameF.
We're seeing BlameF and the likes of Matty's consistently roam the water and canals area.
No one is making action on the CT side. They are making noise towards Electric as the core of the T side start peeking up. Lixie sees him. Quick burst to the head of the MP9. Wins that fight. There's an AK to play with now for CYBERSHOKE. They've also seen where Jambo is, so they've got a decent inkling as what Fnatic are playing at here. Glowing is going to adjust. No trades available for the Fnatic side. Jumping MP9 gets his pick in. AWP swapped this cost him his life, but Lovicus is there for the trade and will double up all the same. So it's a 10-2 half, a wonderful half for Fnatic, looking very, very good as they go to the second half. Fnatic leaving mid pretty open as they focus on the bomb site defensives, and now it's over towards Temple where BlameF sees him coming, gets one headshot out of it, but only one man falls. Matty's alone now, seeing the bomb carrier, taking his head, seeing Notaneki as well. A triple not quite secured. Fenneman puts him back in his place, but that's a man advantage gained by Matty's efforts. Jambo, Fear and Crims up to retake.
And they're slightly walking because they don't know if CT's been compromised. They don't know if Fenneman and Loficus have come out on Temple and tried to take aggressive space. It gets really slow, really silent. Tap at once. They're trying to draw some fights, but Fnatic are just too deep for it.
Maybe Ninja Diffuse could be on the table for him. Not really putting it out towards main. They're slow walking up, so smoke the bomb. Tap of the Glock here for Lovicus on the Diffuse. He looks to get, it's not even there for him. Tap of the headshot on the first man. The second man, Fenneman getting the kills back, and Lovicus follows it up as well. As Jambo goes down, CYBERSHOKE will claim their pistol. Mac 10 blind spray against Fear will take the opening casualty of this round. Lixie will get traded back by Matty's. Swings back to Fenneman, who will keep control.
Furia buy? I'm noticing a little bit more at the tier 1 level than what we are at tier 2, but it's basically on the city side where you lose pistol, you upgrade lightly on an eco, and then you use the next round to force MP9's armor, and then kind of hope to steal the round, put some economical turmoil down, and then get yourself in for a really good gun round. We're just not seeing it very commonly at tier 2. Very few teams achieve it.
Be a good thing right now at the 35-second mark. The flashes get turned up. Crims gets caught right in the face. Fear good to at least keep it together. BlameF is watching for Glowing, sees him, turns back towards the bomb carrier. But Blixie and Fenneman, quick swings and headshots, dealing with those A-side defenders. Matty's would have been heard in the Molotov. Swings forward. Fenneman gets another good kill. 11 total in the match for him. 2 in this round. Alongside the 2 of Blixie leaves Jambo alone.
I'd be furious if I'm Fnatic. There's 3 on A there and a 4th player on quick rotation.
Claimed quite easily any other circumstances. Well, at least they get the AWP away from the CYBERSHOKE side. Grim's going to take 1B on the smoke, but that is as far as this round goes for the CT side.
And these are the kind of moments in games where Fear needs to put his foot down and say, BlameF and Matty's, give us impact. You're the 2-star riflers. You're the 2 guys that we look at the most. So when we're in trouble, when we're struggling, you need to be generating not just kills, but round victories. And BlameF will be very happy with the outcome of these last couple of rounds of the exit frags, trying to keep the economy light.
Going to get checked for shoulder scene. Man goes down, another player out towards mid, however, to worry about. BlameF will not keep that man advantage. Quick rotations in towards the A site. It's Jambo to defend.
And Jambo needs to try and stay alive for as long as possible because Crims is struggling to get out to camera.
Sending utility in as well. Jambo backs off, gets a fantastic headshot against Notaneki. Second player at close range. And Jambo shows that star power that he's well known for on that Passion UA come up. And Matty's following up in mid. The orb for your battle goes the way of Fenneman, but he needs to get 2 more picks. Leg shot on Jambo. 13 HP, but the USP is pulled out for the CT player. He cheats against Notaneki, will get the early damage. Second one lands against him as well. Fenneman strikes back. Matty's 2 kills in Electric, transferring that spray to the Orper at close range. Advantage now for Fnatic. You wanted some impact out of those stars. Well, there it is, as BlameF can strike onto Notaneki as well towards A main. It's a 3v2 compounding for Fnatic. And Jambo is up next to strike. Wonderfully played in the last round and will be played even better against Glowing. Shot back, Blixie received. Matty's will go down in trade, but they've got all of their guns. CYBERSHOKE only have pistols.
And they're walking and taking map control away. And notice how they're doing it without the T-con smoke.
Blixie to check, but not all the way for Fear. Kill found the first man. Second man will be heard. Third player's already walked up, so that'll be Matty's domain to deal with. Smoke, he's going to push ahead of it. C2 takes one, can't transfer to the second man, but he's got all the info he requires. BlameF will start to adjust against that as Matty's double dips and still takes a lot of damage away. BlameF can finish off glowing. Look for Fenneman as well. They're going to three-man peek him right here. The lurker of Lovicus was hoping that something was going to happen towards Canals and Water. It didn't. Tech 9 versus 4. This is over. 13-7. Fnatic looking far better than what we've seen from them in history. And hopefully looking like a team that can contest here in Conquest of Prague.
All you need to do is look at the numbers. There's 40 kills between BlameF and Matty's. And that should be the case in the majority of officials that they play. They're the two-star players. They're one of the strongest rifle duos that you're going to have in Tier 2. So when they're performing well, of course the team is going to outclass the majority of opposition. And Lovicus, in a 1v4, is hoping for some mid-aggression, and it is coming at least.
Well, unfortunately for him, it'll be coming for his head. And he is not in a position to defend himself. Fight on Blame, does damage, but does not get the kill. And there it is, locked in victory for Fnatic as they take the...